Story neighbors, welcome to another episode of Southdown Garage, proudly brought to you by your Infiniti won't run well. It won't go past 2,000 RPM, eh? Okay, so we're sitting in another Infiniti. This one doesn't run well. Ugh. This one does not run well at all. No. Hopefully I drive straight. Oh, mint. Oh yeah, this front end is like so bad in this thing. Oh yeah, she's mint. This thing has so little power, it won't drive up the ramps. It's awesome. So we're here with the Solo scanner, and we are going to take a look at why this thing is running terribly. Random misfire detected. Knock sensor B1 high. Oh, good wiring problem. Okay, now that I've got the car running again because the battery was dead, now we're in the diagnostic menu of the scanner. So we're going to find out which misfire it is. So I turn this. So we're going to disable. Yes. Okay, so it's not that one. We're going to click on number 4 here. Okay, so disable injector number 4. And it is disabled, and there's no difference. So we know it's number 4. So now we know which one we have to change out. We're going to swap this one out and see if it runs better. To find the firing order, hit up Google for the answer. If you do not have a fancy scanner, just disconnect each cylinder coil pack individually until you find which cylinder is the problem. Change. In order to perform the previous step, or to change coil packs and plugs, you'll have to remove the engine cover, followed by the intake hose and airbox. If you want a more in-depth video on how to change spark plugs and coil packs, please click the link in the top corner of your screen. After confirming the cylinder misfire was fixed by swapping a good known coil pack, the next step is testing the mass airflow sensor by swapping in a good one. Technically, you can also do this by just unplugging the mass airflow sensor to see if there's any change. Okay, so by now we've tried a multiple of things. I've shown you how to check for misfires. The next thing to do is we could pull a spark plug. I don't think that's what's going on. I know a lot of forums will say that we're looking at potential throttle body. I'm not going to swap throttle bodies. That's going to be then I have to do a relearn. What I will do is we're going to take the cats out, because these VQs, they have a lot of problems with oil burning. So tons of oil burning. This thing smells like oil. That's why I'm sort of thinking we've got another issue. I doubt it is a vacuum leak, because it will at least run somewhat. The other thing it could be is timing. That also could be. It could be off a little bit. It hasn't backfired, so that's why I haven't looked at timing. So we've tried that ignition coil, that doesn't work. The next step is to see if we remove the cats, if it improves, and good chance it will. And then we know we have a good motor. Whoever gets this motor, if it ends up being me rebuilding it for the other G, or if someone else buys it, because let's be honest, if I've got junk here that I'm not using and someone else can use it right now, well then, see you later. We're gonna try that next. The other problem is I deleted an air temperature sensor. It's always going to think it's in the negative, so it will richen up the fuel. It should allow you to get over 3,000 RPM. I know that because on my RX-7 before, when we did the engine swap and we didn't have a temperature hooked up, it would still rev up. It just would die under load, and this thing won't go past 3,000 RPM. It just breaks up. It sounds so bad. That's the next thing to look at. Okay. I'll give in. We'll change the throttle body. Get your fingers away from those keyboards. I know you guys are better mechanics than I am. You just think about it a little bit. You should see some sign. Losing power going uphill usually is a mass airflow sensor. So we changed that, swapped that with a good known one. That didn't fix it. We swapped in a throttle body. Yes, the throttle body is an issue sometimes. There are two things that happens with the throttle body. One is that it cut out while you're like wide open throttle. The other one, really interesting, my friend has this with his 240, is the throttle body cuts out when he's trying to fire it up, so it has a long crank. Other than those two things, I don't know that the throttle body is an issue. So now that we've tested all this stuff, we can go ahead and move on to the catalytic converters, because let's be honest, that's most likely what's the issue. Okay, so we've got those cats out. Now we're gonna try one thing, and I want to be honest here. I don't know if this is an issue or if we have a timing problem. It also could be that, but let's get loud. Well, that's it. Sorry, neighbors. Ooh, that's a lot of smoke. Now you know the engine's okay. Thanks for watching this episode of Southdown Garage. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you learned something. If you had your vehicle running poorly, well, specifically with a VQ35 engine in it, but this could be used with other vehicles, diagnosing a misfire and low power, specifically not going above 3,000 or 2,000 RPM. If this video helped you with that, please hit the like button. If it didn't, hit that dislike button and let me know in the comments if it didn't help. Honestly, I know I joke about keyboard warriors and stuff like that. I honestly appreciate your comments. It helps me to make better content for you guys. Ultimately, that is the most important thing, that these videos are helpful for you guys, or enjoyable or amusing, however it turns out to be. We can always laugh at things that other people do, and if you want to laugh at me, let me go ahead. I hope you're having a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. If this is the weekend for you, if not, look forward to the next weekend. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Take care, and we'll see you again.